Forever. Dog.
Don't put that in there, Danny.
Danny.
I mean, the mace.
What is your problem? I just bared my soul. I talked about one of the things that hurt.
No, you know what to do.
Danny, cut that.
Button your shirt collar all the way up one time, and you start talking.
Danny, cook that. All right, here we go.
How are you feeling, Alayna?
Me, I'm good. I'm good.
You feel better?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was down and out for, 4 or 5 days, but no, feeling much better.
That's good. I'm not wearing a hat today because I have the world's biggest pimple again. I'm really breaking out.
Is it the
you see
same
it this
one?
time? You see it this time?
I
You
did
tried
see
to
it.
gaslight me last time.
I did see it. I did see
Wait,
it.
I don't see it.
You're lying.
Mac.
Oh, I see it now.
That was rude, Alayna.
Sorry.
Yeah, Alayna, you didn't need to say that.
It goes, you can even see that it extends a full, it's just so big.
You look wonderful, as always. You
No.
look gorgeous, beautiful, perfect. You do.
Two things
And
can be true
you
at
have a
once.
pimple.
And you have a pimple.
And you have a pimple.
Do you have pimple patches?
Yeah,
She used them all on her chin.
I use them all on my chin.
Alayna!
No, Jen tells me how to use them. And
Do they actually work? Do those actually do anything?
They work a lot. They work a lot.
Okay.
It seems like they do.
Yeah, they're
Like
really
what
good.
Sometimes
do
I feel
they
like
do?
they don't.
This is very under the surface pressure painful. So I don't know if it's the right time for a patch yet. I feel like I need to have it come up a little bit.
Okay, listen. I just had an under the skin pimple and I put patches on it for like 2 days and it brought everything up and then it popped. So you could do that.
But
Also,
did the
it'll
patch
come up
bring
anyway.
it up, or
Yeah,
did
exactly.
just time?
I
here's
think
the thing,
there's
Alayna, if anything, it stops you from picking at it.
It does. No, the patches work, Alayna. They work 100%.
But what does work mean? What do they do?
It sucks the pimple out. But the
Oh.
skin has to be thin. This is thick. It's not
Right,
to
okay.
the top yet.
So you'll put the patch. You notice a pimple. You put the patch on, and then when you take the patch off,
The pimple can sometimes be totally gone.
really?
Yeah. And the patch will have shit in it from the pimple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're made from a material called hydrocolloid, which absorbs excess fluid, pus, and other oil from the pimple. It also creates a barrier over the pimple, protecting it from friction and irritation. And it absorbs fluid, protects the pimple, so it can help it heal
Protect
faster.
that pimple.
Protect the pimple.
Protects you from the pimple and protects the pimple from you.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, I gotta get some of those.
They're really good.
I don't know if I kind of just thought it was
Alayna, don't
like
pretend like you get pimples.
an aesthetic
Like us
thing.
mortals.
You
I
thought it was an
absolutely-
aesthetic thing?
Yeah, because there are those pimple patches that are like little stars
yeah.
that everybody started wearing, and people wear them, teens wear them out in public. And when I
Not
first
bold
saw
enough for
that, yeah, I was like, oh, did you forget to take your pimple patch off? And then I realized, no, it's like a look.
I think the look is basically I don't even care that I have a pimple. I'm cute.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Reclaiming
Yes.
your power. Yeah.
Exactly. So I thought that was the main purpose of the patch, not almost to cutify a pimple, because now it's a heart. You know?
We have to be quick today because I'm taking a day off.
Okay.
Sort of, yeah. I'm sort of
But
taking a
you're
day
not,
off.
because we're
Yeah,
recording,
you're not.
dude.
And
But this
I
is we're
am
literally
going
working currently.
Glamping.
Glamping?
Yeah.
Where are you going glamping?
There's an island just south of Manhattan called Governor's Island. It used to be, it's a historic island in New York. It used to have a military base on it, and stuff like that. It has an old ass castle. It has a castle on it.
Did you stay in the castle?
Well, American castle, so it's not as old as European castles, obviously. But they have a little area where you can spend the night on the island, and no one lives on the island, so It's like really, really cool. And you stay in a tent and it's very fun. And Jen and I go usually every year. I think this is our third time going. Yeah.
Okay, not even your first time.
Yeah.
It's a
We love it.
return
And
visit.
they have like a fire pit and we make s'mores. And because it's a weeknight, there probably won't be party boats going by. So that'll be good. Sometimes there are party boats.
Does glamping just mean they have a tent ready for you and it's like those nice tents?
It's a nice tent. It has
There's like a bed
electricity
in
in it. There's a bed.
and like bathrooms.
But there's no, you walk out to go to the bathroom. So there, you do have to do that. You have to
Well, yeah,
walk.
but there's still a bathroom. Like
Yeah,
you, still,
there's
you
still a
walk
bathroom.
out of
That's my
one
big
structure
fear.
into a different structure.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't
and we're
think I
gonna
could pee in
bike.
front of nature.
What's that?
I couldn't
You
pee in
could.
front of nature.
Oh, Matt,
don't
you
know
could
me,
and you
Alayna.
would.
You've
You
never
could and
gone
you would.
camping, Mac?
No, like lightly, but they have bathrooms around, you know?
Yeah. Different levels of camping.
You should. I feel like you'd like camping. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah,
I
I
do.
also feel like you
You
would.
do, but you've
It would
never
grow on you.
done it.
No, I have. But with
Not
bathrooms.
yes. So
So
yes,
where
not
were you
like
camping?
The rugged
I'm saying that I don't
backcountry.
think I could do it without a bathroom.
Yes, you could.
You guys don't know me.
What's the issue?
You know what I
What's
do know
the
about you?
barrier?
I need
You have a
somewhere
lot
to
of
go
anxiety
potty.
around things that you haven't tried, and then when you try them, you realize they're not so bad.
That's
I
not
feel
true.
camping
Actually,
may be
sometimes
one of
I
those
try them and
things.
I realize they're just as bad as I thought.
Sure. But how do you know which way it's going to go until you try
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, great advice, guys. I never thought of that.
Next time you come to Vancouver,
Do you like want to have a sad
We'll
little
take you
life? I like
camping.
don't
No.
understand you. You're
No.
such a
Totally
great.
go with you and your girlfriend, or excuse me, your wife.
my wife, excuse
That
you.
would be really fun.
Jen and I have decided that when we get married, we're gonna still call each other girlfriend because it's cute.
Wait, is it you guys that hates the word wife, or that's Alayna's wife? Who hates the word wife?
Nobody hates the word wife. We hated
Nobody
the word
hates-
fiance.
What?
okay.
Everyone loves fiance.
No, we've had this conversation. We both didn't like the word fiance, never used it. Never used it.
I know that, Jen. We're doing girlfriend. She goes, okay. We were joking about how, like, for a little while, it'll be so embarrassing, but then when we're, like, really old, it'll be so cute.
Well, so I actually, a couple days ago at pickleball, was the first time I ever called her my wife to a stranger. And that was an interesting kind of experience.
Yeah, how'd it go?
Well, it was fine. Like, it didn't really go, like, nothing happened. But for me, it was like, I had, like, like, I was nervous to say it. And I thought, oh, I'm feeling anxiety around this, which means I should probably just say it to, like,
Yeah.
or else this is going to become a thing if I, like, let my anxiety
Right.
around this, like,
you hear
dictate.
that, Mac? Did you hear that?
Oh, why is Alayna going into such detail? Oh, why is Alayna explaining her internal process around making this decision? Mac?
Okay, I hate this. Why are you guys doing this?
Why are we doing it? Because the mental health of your generation is abysmal.
Don't take it out on me.
We're trying to help.
You're taking the don't take it out on me is the most manipulative way you could have framed that.
Don't take it out on me.
No, but we were playing pickleball, and the way that pickleball games work, there's 4 people, you can play one-on-one, but whatever, the courts were full, and there was a game that only had 3. And I guess one of the women who was playing in that group had seen me playing. I was standing off to the side, and she was like, oh, do you want to play with us? And I was like, sure, sounds good. So I'm chatting with this woman, and she's asking me about, like, oh, who do you usually come play with? Or, like, who are you here with? And I had this moment where, because usually, I say, oh, my girlfriend. And that's no problem. I have no issue, no anxiety around saying girlfriend. But I think part of that is because people can make their own, can draw their own conclusion.
Yeah.
Like people can either think, oh,
That's my
those are,
girlfriend.
yeah, exactly. Like, oh, those are homosexuals,
Yeah.
or
No
gal
one
pals.
has ever thought that I would say girlfriend.
Yeah, we
in a
don't have that
platonic way.
luxury.
Yeah, I guess.
I
Okay,
didn't even
I'll name
think
my
of that as a
privilege. I'll name my
possibility.
privilege. Femme privilege. Absolutely. But I did, it helped with my comfort in terms of like still naming what was real and like who I am, but letting people kind of draw their own conclusions. When you say wife, you're locked in. There's
Even
no
if it
room
is
for
girlfriend and they
interpretation.
know what you mean, they're
Yeah.
still like, well, she'll grow out of this.
Yeah, or they can like still say girlfriend back to me and like still be using the correct term or whatever, but like their comfort is also wherever it lies. You know, like I'm not also, it's just an interesting, so I had a moment of being like, do I say girlfriend? Do I say partner? And I was like, no, like she's my wife. And I love the word wife. I love being a wife. Like, just say wife. So I said, oh, but that's my wife over there. I play with my wife. And there was like a moment of silence, which I was like, oh my God, is this me? Like, is this
Condolences
me?
for men.
Yes.
A moment of silence for men.
That is what we talked about it after, and that is what was happening. But I was like, okay, I know that part of this is my own anxiety because like the conversation just stopped. Not in a way where, oh, anybody is in the wrong or like anything offensive is happening, but just like we were chatting about pickleball, about who we play with, about where we go, and then I said, oh, I play my wife over there. And then she was like, oh, which one? And I said, the one in the black t-shirt. And then it just like stalled. And I was
She was
like,
trying to figure out how gay you were. She was doing some gay math. She was like, which one? Because I need to know how you guys have sex. So she was like, which one? The one with the septum ring and the purple hair? Which one?
Ashley, my wife prefers her anonymity. I would prefer if you didn't describe her on the podcast. God,
The one with the head tattoo?
Ashley, bleep that, Danny. But it was like an interesting, and I'm of course reading way too much into this now because this is
She
I'm
was
thinking
probably
about
just
it a lot.
looking for your wife. She was probably literally searching.
But like the thing that I feel like happened was almost one, I was anxious, so I said it and then stopped talking. Like I stopped my part of the conversation. But then also I wonder if it's like, and again, I'm reading too much into this. This is just the way like the three of us have this conversation a lot, so it's like top of mind. There's a part of me that wondered if she was thinking like, okay, I don't want to say the wrong thing next.
Right.
Like that was sort of the feeling I got was like, it was almost like I want this person to know that she is safe and included.
Comfortable. Yeah. She's like, I've trained for this moment.
Yes. That's exactly, yes, like that was the feeling that I took from it. And then that was like before we had all played together and then we went and played pickleball together and it was great. So like there was clearly no.
She's at home right now being like, I made a lesbian friend.
Yes. Like I wonder.
Kind of nailed it.
And so it's just so interesting to just have that one piece of like language shift or like relationship identity shift. And now it's like, I'm going to have all these, I don't know. It's just interesting. It's every time that then you introduce yourself and your partner or your spouse, you're like coming out and there's not really.
Yeah. Anyway,
that was, an interesting.
Well, I don't even have to say my girlfriend because I say my name and then they're like, oh, Matt, is this your girlfriend, Matt? So again, don't have the luxury. That happened to me just yesterday.
Well, you are hot teenage brother.
I don't want to be hot teenage Matt.
Matt is baby.
Baby Matt.
Baby
Small,
Matt.
tiny little
I
Matt.
hate this.
And I'm
this
your
is-
mom, Alayna Joy.
Yeah, and I'm your dad or whatever. And this is our podcast.
This is the Chosen Family
And
podcast.
what
We
is
doing it?
I don't know, but it's going. And thank you for donating. You may have noticed that there are no ads on this. There haven't been ads for a while, and that's because we're switching studios because there were never enough ads to begin with. So
There
in
really
this
weren't very
time,
many ads.
in this time period while we're switching, please, for the love of fucking God, if you like this and you're like, weird that there are no ads on this, maybe you've never noticed. Maybe you're just walking around with your earbuds in, just enjoying the long string of conversation that we're having ad-free, and you've never even thought about it. Patreon.com/Chosen Family Podcast to donate to keep this alive. I'm
To support the
barely
show.
being mean right now.
To support the
This is
show.
the
No,
nicest
that
you've
was
ever
like,
been.
yeah, that was actually
Very sincere.
similar to trying to compliment Gen Z. Like you were almost there. Almost there. But actually last week we had ended on Matt was telling us
lore.
her yeah.
I forgot about the
her
lore. That was so
dating
fun.
history.
Ew, what the hell? Are we going back into that?
We love the lore.
Yes, of course.
Where did we even leave off?
We just left off with
You barely told us anything.
Yeah, you started with the men that you dated. We hadn't got in.
Did I
we
go
haven't
through them
like.
all?
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Well.
Oh.
I think so.
Who did I end with?
You had talked about the YouTuber.
Oh, the YouTube guy. That was the last guy I dated. That was the
Yeah,
last
that's
guy
why
I dated.
I think you went through them all.
Because then I
and
was like, I can't pretend anymore. Because then it gets to the point where like you're in high school and they're expecting you to actually like be in a relationship if you're in a relationship. You know what I mean?
yes,
Like it's
I
not
do.
just texting.
PP
once
and
a
Also,
week.
sorry, I have to pause us. There is like a rustling, like something is happening in
I'm
somebody's
fidgeting
mic.
with a perfume.
Okay, it's it's really loud.
Alayna, you
I'll
should
stop.
pursue therapy around this. Like, sorry, you act like it's our fucking problem.
No,
when really
not
you're
the
weird one.
misophonia. That wasn't misophonia. That was just like if I can hear it, the listener at home can probably hear it, and it's like it was like quite a loud sound.
Stop trying
happening.
to mask this
It wasn't
in
misophonia.
concern for others. And people are going to be like, thank you, Alayna. It was bothering me. Yeah, you're
it's kind of
neurodivergent.
annoying.
Can you shut the fuck up?
No, I'm not. I took the online quiz. The online quiz said I wasn't.
Okay, sorry. Continue your story now that I can listen.
I don't know.
No, Matt.
In high school, they expect you to do stuff.
Not actually just assuming that she was probably the one telling a story.
Look, I'm always telling a
not
fucking
wrong.
story.
You're not wrong.
So then I stopped dating them. And then I just didn't really do much of anything for a while. And
Well, how
then
long's a while?
Like a year.
Okay, and what were you telling people? Were you pretending to have crushes?
I think people were sus when I became obsessed with Fifth Harmony, you know? Listen, I'll say the truth. They were never really that great of a band.
no.
There's no reason for somebody to be that obsessed with Fifth Harmony and covered up as like, the art is beautiful. No, it's not.
If you ever said those words.
I was, in fact, a harmonizer.
Oh my God, listener. Mac just held up her two fingers like in
Are
a
you still
peace
a
sign.
Yeah,
Camilla,
Alayna, that's called
Camilla fan?
Yeah, unfortunately I am, honestly. Havana
Whoa.
Unana. But then there was a girl in my high school that I was really into, and so I kind of just like followed her for like 3 years.
Followed her.
Yeah, like just kind of bopped around
Physically.
and just kind of like we were friends, and then like sometimes we would maybe make out, and then other times she was with a boyfriend, and then other times she wasn't.
This is new lore.
Wait, so during high school, you were like secretly hooking up with this girl, but she wasn't your girlfriend.
Yeah, but it wasn't a secret to my friends. Like I was like, it happened, and they were like, oh my God. They were like, she's gay. I was like, I don't think so. I think it's just. She's not really.
Isn't
think
it
she was
so
just kinda
funny
weird.
that when you're young, and I guess this kind of happens to straight adults too, but when you're young, you're like, no, she's not gay. She's just making out with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still think that.
People think that. That's like you're bi. Like I hate to tell you this, but you're a little bi. You're somewhat bi.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. But
Well,
she's
and
with
I
a
think
man
that
now.
This is people not differentiating between sexual and romantic attraction. Like,
sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's where a lot of this gets, where they're like, no, I would never date a woman. No, I have no interest in being with a woman. But like, did you enjoy making out? Like, was it fun? Did you like it? That's like a little gay. That's okay.
That's a little gay.
It is okay.
Like sexually.
I'm going to actually, I agree that there's definitely people where it's like sexual versus romantic, but it's also just harder to take the romantic leap if you have internalized homophobia.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Even
true.
if you
Absolutely.
are, it's way easier to just make out with someone than to be like,
Absolutely.
okay, we're like,
Can I
gonna-
ask you guys a question?
Please.
This is kind of an evil question.
Ooh,
Can I ask it? Ashley?
go ahead.
Okay.
Would you rather somebody cheat on you only physically or only emotionally?
Oh, I feel like people ask this question.
Evil question.
It is an evil question. Me and my wife had this conversation the other day.
They're both
I'm
pretty
trying to remember
tough.
how it went.
It's so hard because I think I'm one of the people that believes that there's always a little bit something emotional if you do something physical.
No way.
I do believe that.
No.
But Mac, that's you.
Okay,
though.
for myself,
That's just
I have
your. That's
fully-
just your
in
experience.
my experience.
Yes,
I
exactly.
would say that I really do have to like a person to like really enjoy hooking up with them.
Wow,
But
almost
I
like there's
have-
something emotional there.
I sort of, but I have also hooked up with people where when we were done, I was like, oh my God, you suck.
Please get away from me.
Like, what a huge mistake that I've made. Like, that was fun, and I don't regret it, but I hate you.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sexual
God.
versus romantic attraction. They can be completely separate. Absolutely. Oh man, rather.
Wow, guys, sorry to be so evil right now.
Well, Mac, what would you say?
I don't think I have a definitive answer, honestly. I think I just think myself in circles. Like, me and my girlfriend talked about it, and we were like, we couldn't think of an answer because we just kept going back and forth.
It is hard to say
tough.
without knowing
is
like the
tough.
level of each thing.
Yeah,
You know, like what's the level? Yeah, that's tough. I think I would have to. Oh man, what would I say?
Yeah, because they can, for most people, fuel each other. So, like, something moves a little bit with one, and then that makes the other move. But like the idea of Jen, because it would be cheating if Jen formed emotional connections,
Right.
I just know Jen as a person, and she just like can't do that. Like, she can't. It takes her weeks and months to form emotional connections.
Isn't that demisexual?
I think you're saying the opposite of what Mac thinks you're saying, or am I misunderstanding?
Wait, what?
That it takes Jen months, weeks to form an emotional connection. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying, Ashley? Yeah. So that's not demisexual. Demisexual is you need an emotional connection before you feel physical attraction. Jen can feel
okay,
physical
okay, that's why
attraction
I
without
asked.
the emotional connection.
Oh,
So
okay. What is there a name for the opposite?
yeah.
Or do you just say I'm the opposite of demisexual?
No, allosexual. Allosexual is.
It's hard for me to like imagine how she would even do that.
Don't imagine it too
But
much.
if she managed to do
We're
that,
going down a dangerous road here.
Ashley, stay with us, Ashley.
Ashley, yeah.
no,
Look
I'm,
at me.
Just
I'm
feel your feet on the
genuinely,
ground.
I'm
Feel your feet on the
genuinely,
ground.
I'm okay.
This is you.
Name 5 things that are red.
I'm genuinely just trying to. It's just so much more concrete with sex, even though
Yeah.
it in itself is vague in a lot of ways. It is more concrete than emotions, I think. So it's easier to be like, you crossed a line,
Oh, I get what you're saying.
I think.
Well, and that's what I keep coming back to is it's not about like when I'm trying to decide, oh, which one would be worse, what keeps happening is it's about the dishonesty. It's about the lying. It's about the secrecy. It's not actually about whether it was physical or emotional.
Have you been cheated
It's like
on?
not that I know of, no.
Oh,
That just
that's
feels
terrifying.
that just feels
What?
like
That's
something
so
that someone who
terrifying to
hasn't been
say.
cheated on would say. It's about the lying, not the thing. And then you
Alayna-
can like vividly imagine your partner having sex with this person, and
No,
you're
no,
like,
but,
no,
like,
it's
what
the
I-
thing. It's the thing. I wish that you had lied to me. I actually 100% wish that you had taken this to the grave.
What I mean is like if I'm imagining my partner like sleeping with someone and then lying to me about it, that's one thing versus if I'm imagining them like having conversations with somebody else where she's like talking about leaving me for that person and then not telling me. Like it's about the you know what I mean? Like that's where I'm going is like it's like what level of deception has happened. I think for me that I feel like, not knowing, having not been in the situation, that's what would be difficult is the deception more so than like the actual thing that happened.
This is so evil. I shouldn't have brought this up. This is somebody listening to this that has been cheated on.
I don't know, man.
Like, turning it off.
I've been cheated on, and it was and it was not emotional at all, and it was very tough to like stop
didn't know
picturing
that.
it. Yeah, I mean, it was a long time ago.
I didn't know that. That's
It was a long time ago when we were young, and you know, she was confused about her sexuality, and she was young and like didn't know herself. I don't know. I'm pretty open-minded about cheating stuff. I feel like people put it into this category, and maybe it belongs there, but like I think there are so many relationship problems that can happen. It's like interesting to me that this takes its own category as opposed to like someone belittling you all the time. I'm like, I don't know, they're both pretty bad. But one I think is, I don't know, somehow I don't know. It feels almost easier in my head, it feels almost easier to solve cheating than to solve and a lot of times these things go together, but like, I don't know, like creating good communication. If you have good communication and you're cheating, that's wild to me, but there's something else usually going on.
Yeah, that's not really generally the way that cheating or infidelity is looked at in therapy or in like the therapy world is as like a betrayal trauma. So
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of what I was saying is it's not so much about what happened. It's about the betrayal, the lying, the losing trust in yourself, losing trust in your partner, and the damage that does. But generally, and even the idea that cheating happens because of relationship problems is kind of dangerous.
Well, it can be personal. It can be personal problems too. It can be like, sorry.
No, it's generally more that the person who's doing the cheating has something going on. It's generally not so much about, there's an issue in this relationship. Like you see, and this is like, sorry, I hate to break it to you, but you see so many relationships that are like loving, quote unquote, healthy, like what you would consider to be a good relationship, and one person cheated. And it's like, that's where it's really disorienting for the other partner because they're going, I thought things were great. Like I didn't see this coming, or, whatever I had. They lied straight to my face. Like, how can I ever trust this person again? How can I trust my own instincts? And so it's a lot of the time, it's more about the person who cheated and like their unresolved stuff, because it's some sort of unmet need that they are experiencing that they are not communicating to their partner.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's like, that's the piece of what you're saying, Ashley, that's accurate.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like in my relationship, she was just deeply struggling with her sexuality. There were parts of that I could see that we were like kind of fighting about. Yeah. I mean, it is traumatic. I will say it's like different than the other types of arguments that you get into with your partner. But I don't know.
I'm so curious about like your mental rebound from that situation. Like, what did you have to do to get over that?
I didn't, and we broke up. Like I
Right,
tried.
but do you carry
But doesn't
that
it
into
stay
other
with- yeah.
relationships?
Not anymore. But I think for me, it was more like, this is hard. This is hard because it's like, it was a different time. Not as many women were openly bisexual. Or there wasn't as much conversation around different types of sexualities. And there's just so much more resources available to people now, I think. But I definitely had like a fear of not being enough for people. But at the same time, I was dating women who were like in the closet or had never dated women before. You know, at the time, I really did a lot of analysis, and like people insisted to me that it was me. They were like, you're going after people. And I'm like, I don't think you realize how hard it is to date as a gay woman. Like, I was like, I'm not sure I'm seeking these people out. I you know, on dating apps.
Yeah, well, also as queer women, I think we have an understanding of what it's like to not fully understand that you are queer yet, or that you are lesbian or bisexual or whatever. So there's almost, I know at least for me, like there's this care that I have when I see somebody struggling with that, where you like kind of want to help guide them. And when it's mixed in with a relationship, I think it can make it tricky. Like at the same time, it's like you could be into this person, but also you could just be feeling for them and like wanting to be like, I can help you. Like I can tell you what it was like for me and like help them discover that.
I mean, I never had that because, well, first of all, I knew I was gay from the second I was born. But like I just kind of was like, okay, like whatever you say. Like if you're telling me that you're straight, and we're doing this thing. And then it would just end up taking a big toll on, I'm sure it was taking a toll on them too, but it felt like it was like a separate, we were dealing with that separately. But then when I started dating Jen, who's bisexual, I had been single for a year. People were we had that whole thing that happened during the pandemic. People were way more thoughtful. People were coming out. And I just felt like the societal landscape had changed and I had matured. And so I didn't really have that fear anymore, or not even fear. I think
your
things were just
communication
different.
with Jen sounds like it's really good.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's hard to untangle all of it. But I definitely, in my relationships with women who called themselves straight, definitely felt inadequate, but I might have felt inadequate regardless. Yeah. And I also definitely like had weird feelings tangled up with cheating. Like, how do I say this with a way that isn't like humiliating? Almost like cuck fantasies. You know what I mean? Like I don't have that anymore.
Wait,
and it was very clearly
Remind me what cuck is. Sorry, this doesn't feel like a time to bring out the finger.
That
but
it's like hot to
you need a
be
definition.
like it's hot to be cheated on.
Well,
And I think it was like a way to reclaim. I don't know. I was processing it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't have that anymore. That went away, which is nice. I'm glad that went away because I knew that it was not something I actually wanted, and it felt like shameful. And I've never admitted that out loud.
Well,
so
that's
that was
a whole
tough.
other. It's a very normal response. Like with so many different types of trauma, you often see this sort of desire to reenact the trauma, whether it's a fantasy, like a sexual fantasy or not. And part of that is just being in control of it. Like there's nothing shameful about that. It's like you're taking something that was really painful and reclaiming it in a way and having agency over it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And maybe it is kind of hot. Like,
Sure. No, if it's hot for you, but for me personally, I could feel something different than shame it felt like, oh, this is sad that you're still feeling this way about all that. Like I could just feel that like it was just continuing to be unprocessed. And then it went away after, you know, a few years growing up, good relationship, you know?
Well, I almost, now this is me, I'm digging way too far into this, but
That's
I
fine.
almost hear like the part of you that was really hurting from being cheated on was also having this like fantasy or feeling like, oh, I don't know if you're calling it that, a cuck fantasy. Is that how you would describe it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't like super investigated it or given it. No, I've thought about it a lot internally. I've not externally like given it a name or anything.
But so that part that was really hurting and is having this fantasy, then it almost sounds like there was this another part that's looking at that part and going, oh, I care about you. I'm sorry that happened to you. I feel really sad. And like, and then now it's almost like that part, the grown up realized part is like is you and has like helped heal the little part.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
No, it's nice. It's nice that you had like that this adult part could develop over time, you know, and has grown and was present. And it wasn't just this little part that was like totally, that felt like you. And that you were in it and drowning and like. Yeah.
Yeah.
That there was the other part.
This is very vulnerable. So can we move on?
How did we get here?
The episode was about me and I made it about Ashley.
Mac, have you ever been cheated on?
I wiggled my way out. No.
Oh. Okay, well.
Yeah.
So back to this girl that you were making out with in high school.
Yeah, period. That's it. Period.
And then?
That's the lore.
Was she your girlfriend?
No.
Did you
She
get a
had
girlfriend after that?
boyfriends. In college, I talked to a couple girls, didn't date them. Then I met
When
my...
you say talk to,
What,
do you mean
what
like
did that look
kiss?
like? Were you like texting?
You guys.
What does that mean?
Like
I talked to.
texting, hanging out, like doing dates. And, you know, maybe at some point it got a little physical.
Whoa, body count. Body count, Mac.
You'll never know my number.
Are you turning bright red or is that just the lighting?
She's turning
No,
bright
I'm
red.
not.
You're turning.
Your full chest
Stop
is
it.
like turning bright red.
No,
Mac,
it's
you
not.
can't do that. People are the fan edits are gonna be crazy.
That was out of control. Won't flex. Won't show us her biceps.
Oh my god, this is gonna be bad. Oh, I look like a pilgrim father.
Yeah, you look like Matt. You really look like Matt.
Well,
That's 40.
that's 40. Should we take?
Oh, a question. Right. I was too invested in our conversation. Let
Yeah, I
me
just laid out my shame for you. Can
I
we
loved it. I was like,
move on, please?
I was like more shame. Give me more.
I feel like I'm not allowed to move right now.
Let's see.
It better be a quickie, Alayna. I got a doctor's appointment at 11:30.
Oh, there aren't really
Wait,
quick
how are
ones
you going to
here.
get there? Oh, 11:30 PST.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
If we could be done by like 10:45, that would be freaking phenomenal.
We
can do that.
can be.
Because then I could eat before.
Don't put that in there, Danny.
I mean, the most the most
Okay, let that go in, but not the thing that I said. What is your problem? I just bared my soul. I talked about one of the things that hurt. No,
You know what to do.
Danny, cut that.
button your shirt collar all the way up one time, and you start talking.
Danny, cook that.
Oh no.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, Ashley.
That's really mean.
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. It wasn't me.
Daddy carries this podcast on her back.
Yes. And we
Listen.
love you. And thank you. And
We
Danny,
can make light of
you
it
know
because
what
there's
to do.
nothing to be ashamed of. We can make jokes because there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, God, this is true.
But you're not even making fun of like the whole thing. You're making fun of me in the way that I talk. I didn't say it that way. I didn't say it that way.
Danny, replay it. Danny, let's get a slow mo, Danny.
Don't put that in there, Danny. Thank you guys for listening. Maybe tell your friends, you piece of shit.
Yeah, that would be good. Share the show.
Great.
Share the show. If you can't support on Patreon, which is like huge thank you to everybody who does, you literally make the show possible. Share it with a friend. Share it to your
But you
social
can
media.
donate $1, so it's like, come on. Like, what? What?
We don't, but do we have $1 tier?
Oh, I don't know,
that's-
actually.
I think that
Oh.
our tiers are like 5 and 20. So
But
there's
isn't
like
there pay
not
what
really.
you want?
Yeah, but people don't know. Like people aren't going in. I think we need to make a tier because that's a whole extra 4 steps to have to like pay what you want.
don't think
So it's
there's a
probably a
way.
barrier.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Thanks for listening.
Let us
everybody.
do
Hey,
it
what
for
do we have
you.
for
Let
dinner?
us do another thing for you.
What did we have for dinner?
Shame.
Shame.
Danny made us a nice bowl of soup, homemade. Thank you, Danny.
Danny cut that. Danny cut the crusts off my sandwiches, Danny.
Wait, you're so good at that.
I don't know where it's coming from.
This is actually so upsetting. I can't even participate. It's like that upsetting to me. We're done. Goodbye.
Bye.
Chosen Family is a Forever Dog production, hosted by Ashley Gavin, Alayna Joy, and Mac and Jimmy. Edited by Danny Jewell, executive produced by Zoe Applebaum. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Bellum.
Forever. Dog.